What's going on, everybody? We back with another one. So I got a friend over here, you know, she's from the US, came to Cape Town, and yeah, we had to get her on camera, man, because I really want everybody to know everybody's experience here in Cape Town, man. So, with further ado, my guest, Janet, how are you doing, Janet?
Oh, Vic, I am euphoric. I'm going to put Louis down. Louis just been a joy, okay? Say hello to the people, all right? And go find your weeby pad. And go. Hi, Vic.
I'm good.
Hi, Vic. Can we hold your hand?
Yes.
All right.
I'm so happy that you're here, you know.
I mean, and being here is the operative word.
Okay.
It's just the operative word. And myself and your other house guests, we got you to thank. We got you to thank for opening your arms, your heart, and your home to share your journey with others that you know we don't know. Yeah. Okay? What do you want me to tell you? What my 2 weeks of life what my impressions are?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right, so I am an educator by second career. So I taught history, I taught social studies in middle school. So the opportunity to be present in circumstances and in environments that were textbooks for me is transformative. The natural beauty of Cape Town was captured by so many of my social studies students when we did reports on landforms on the continent, and the students would choose things and elements and landforms in any part of the world. Okay. So I remember students doing reports on Tabletop Mountain, on Lion's Head, on the Cape itself. And so now it's so real that it's difficult to verbalize. I've told you that my biggest takeaway from here is that I leave temporarily feeling small. And feeling small in a magnanimous, Herculean way, because the beauty and the majesty of some of the landforms here, Tabletop Mountain, Lion's Head, those things have enthralled me because I've touched landforms that are 280 million years old. Landforms that go back to when the earth was Pangea. Listen, you're talking to a geography teacher, so listen, that's what I relate to. And so when you think about those things, the ignorance, the stupidity that humans and political parties and just the stuff that we do feels so insignificant. It really does. But nonetheless, it's real. It's real. So this is my second time in Cape Town. I came to Johannesburg in 2000 when apartheid had just ended and the birth of the townships were starting to take form. And that these townships that heretofore had lived in total oppression, they had the opportunity now to at least have the law, be able to speak to them, you know? And so when I came at that time, I didn't have the worldview, I didn't have the perspective, I didn't have the history. Of course I knew what apartheid was, what the movement was all about, I knew. But it wasn't active for me in my life because I was still creating my own career. And so when I left in 2000, I was able to witness what it looks like to see a society where labor is literally free. And that's what I left with. The degree of wealth that I saw in Johannesburg, in the city, not the townships, was unrivaled. I didn't know what to expect in Africa. I think Africa is poor and hunger and starving kids with big. When I saw the type of wealth that was here and that Eurocentric people were enjoying, and I came face to face to what it looked like to see people that looked like me, that lived far, far away from the metropolis, from the edifices of grandeur. And we talked about this. We saw them coming to the city every day from far away, marching, singing. And the colleagues that I was with, I said, what is that? And they knew, they said, that is the workforce. That is strength. That is why people can live here like this.
It's funny, it's great that you talk about it, because that's the next thing I want to talk about, the people. How are you feeling the people here? Like, what's your experience here with the South African people? Or just the people in general in South Africa, in Cape Town?
I'm not going to sugarcoat this, okay? There's two different peoples here.
Yeah.
So I have been interacting through you with a lot of the women who are Xhosa, a lot of the women that are Zulu, and I met another lady from, I don't remember her tribe, but oh my gosh, people of such humility, people who, and again, I don't have a lot of examination time with them, people who I don't believe, because they're young women too, women in their 30s, 40s, who truly don't understand the economics that are at play. So what they know is that life is hard for them. They travel far from where they live. They leave their children to come to Cape Town to work. You know, it's a 2-3 hour drive. So, I mean, they are humble, they are pleasant, but they're trying to make it. They're trying to make it, and we can't escape that. And so when I say to them, you know, have you been to Table Mountain? And they smile and say, no, no. And so, and I understand that, and I'm not, what should I say, pounding on that, but I can't escape that. That's how the person I am. I can't escape that. I can't escape the fact that people live here, and just like it is in other parts of the world, they can't afford to enjoy the experiences that I, as a tourist, am having. So, to the degree possible, and I did it with your staff person, I've asked them to accompany me, be my guide, and for the first time, I'm watching them like, wow, they're living like a tourist. Because this is a playground for tourists.
It is.
It just is. It just is.
It's a vacation town. It's a vacation town.
Lord, and I see why. The beauty. We went to Camps Bay. What'd you tell me about Camps Bay? What are we talking about? Camps Bay!
It's
Camps Bay!
Oceans. I mean, the combination of the two, it's breathtaking.
We can't explain it. And the thing is that in Camps Bay, like, you can only build 3 stories high, right? So unlike Sea Point, where the towering skyscrapers and condos are going up, and so they start to eclipse the mountains a little bit. But in Camps Bay, the houses are here, and the mountain ranges just cover. I mean, oh my God, Camps Bay, the people, I'm telling you. But the people have just been absolutely wonderful. And when I say the people, we're talking our people.
Yes.
You know, we are seeing and interacting with people who, I mean, no matter where you come from on this earth, whether you're a Jew, you're a Gentile, you're white, you're black, you're pink, you're purple, I'm telling you that your ancestors walked out of Africa. Don't play yourself. This is the continent that every human being can trace their bloodline back to, and which tells us that, you know, as human beings, we really have a lot more in common than the things that we try to create to divide and separate us. And if we can hone that piece, you know, they Discovery Channel, they call her the matrilineal mother. There is one female who is responsible, I watch the Discovery Channel, who is responsible for every single human being. I think they call her mother DNA or something like that. But if you go back to, you know, the beginning of humanity, every one of us have a common ancestor that came out of this continent, and geneticists and DNA, you know, experts, it's proven, it's fact that we carry her DNA, whoever she was. But she walked out of Africa one day, and just, you know, just to come to the place where humanity owns its birth. Like I said, I leave small. I leave small, and it's the biggest small I've ever felt.
Okay. So, lastly, on this one, lastly, what about the food? What's going on with the food out here?
Oh my gosh, I've tried so many things, and I still have a lot more to try. I went to, if I can mention, a restaurant called Mama Africa.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, sticky pinkies out when you go to Mother Africa, because it is, what should I say, it is 5-star dining. The service, the food, I'm sorry I can't name anything because I don't remember. The spices, of course, you're in Africa. You know, the spices make everything dance on your taste buds. And I want to underscore Mama Africa because it's an experience. I was so proud. I was so proud to see these Africans of a diaspora. There were many of them because Africa's a continent. If somebody tells you you're from Africa, please, your next question should be what country? Don't shake your head and go, oh, what country? There's about 37 nations in Africa. 52?
I think it's like 50-something, yeah. 52.
In Africa. And everyone is unique and different. I met some women from Lesotho.
Nice.
And the first thing they told me was like, we're from landlocked Lesotho. So it was the first time they'd seen the ocean.
Wow, yeah. Because it's a country in Africa.
Exactly.
It's like surrounded.
It's landlocked. So to come to the boundaries, you're at the Cape, and they were just so euphoric to see the ocean, you know, because much of their land is desert, you know. And I'm hearing that Botswana is another nation, which is a border nation to Africa, which is also on the rise. The food is magnanimous. It really is. The next time I come, which will be soon.
That's what I was just about to ask you. Are you coming back? Are you coming back to Cape Town?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You can answer that. Hold on. I'm telling you, if you come to Cape Town and you say, okay, bye Cape Town, I won't see you again, enjoy yourself. But I'm telling you, with a resounding affirmative. Okay. Absolutely. I haven't done, 2 weeks, and I haven't seen the penguins. The penguins here. I haven't done the botanical gardens, which is huge.
The prison was that?
I haven't done Robben's Island. Right, so I'm going to do Robben's Island. So I'm headed today. I'm about to hit the cruise ship. I am taking a 13-night cruise along the eastern coast of South Africa to include ports in Mauritius.
Okay, nice.
Madagascar. You've got to move it, right? And I can't wait. I mean, these are places that many people have said to me, oh, where's that? And that's okay. Just get a map. I just love the way my geography enzymes have been flowing. It just makes you want to read about stuff, see where things are. So I leave the Atlantic Ocean, which is a little frigid but cool. Now I'm headed to the warm waters.
The Indian Ocean.
The Indian Ocean. The temperature in the waters around Mauritius, 79 degrees is hot in Mauritius. Someone told me that Mauritius is, if I can imagine, a pristine example of what the earth was like before industrialization.
Wow.
They just say, it is untouched by a lot of industrial processes, and they're very proud of that.
Right.
That region is just not a commercial maritime route.
Yeah.
And so it's pristine, and the people and the mix of people there from all persuasions, from Asia, India, a tremendous Indian persuasion here, because many Indians were brought here, and the attempt was to enslave them, during colonial times. And so they're here, their roots are here. And that's the thing that I love most and continue to love most. Every person that you meet is from somewhere else.
Yes, it is a variety. It's almost like New York City in a sense. You know, it's just so many different people here. You know,
A melting
so
pot.
that's it's a melting pot. So that's the great thing about it. Along with the cultures, they bring in food, they bring in just the aspect of life in general. They bring in here. So it's great to talk to people, interact with them, and a lot of them is just friendly, man. Like
Very,
friendly.
especially your Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uber is the way to move yourself around Cape Town.
Yeah.
So anywhere you go, you call an Uber. I mean, they're there in 2 minutes, they're there in 5 minutes, but the rate, okay, the rate. All right, we're not going. It's expensive here. Oh my gosh, and that's the biggest secret. I mean, a ride from the airport to Vic's beautiful home, which is, I would say, you're about 4 or 5 miles from the airport.
Yes.
Right?
Easy.
Uber drive, maybe $2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't even need a car, because plus they drive on the left-hand side, so I'm not even dealing with that. But that's the other piece that we have to share with people.
Yeah.
And like, we ain't trying to brag, we ain't trying to boast. But I'm telling you, when you go out to dinner and you have, a 7-course meal, 2 to 3 drinks, hors d'oeuvres, appetizers, and you get the bill, do the calculation, and it's about $30. And I'm like, Vic, we got to give him more tip. Vic's like, no, tip 20% and that's it. But you almost feel like you don't have to give a little bit more. It's like, just pay your bill, let us go.
Yeah.
But again, it's the strength of the American dollar.
Yeah.
And we are grateful for that.
Yeah.
It's the strength of the American dollar is still profound in foreign markets. So let's continue to fight to keep America big, keep it strong, so that when Americans go abroad, we appreciate and we value our economy. We appreciate and we value the respect. And it's still there. As soon as I open my mouth, people are like, oh, what's America like? And they want to come over and they want to take a picture. Why would they be? You're American, So we come from a mighty nation.
So again, I want to end this with you right now. I would love to have you come back after your 13-night trip cruise to Marissa and Madagascar and all that. So listen, I do appreciate you coming here, doing this interview, and yes, I'd love to have you next time.
I love you, Vic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. And you know what? We are products of American immigrants.
Yeah.
Your mother's from Panama, my mother's from Jamaica, and our parents brought us to a country that is great and allowed us to flourish, so that, even when we travel now, we are the seeds. Yeah. We are the seeds of the American dream.
Exactly.
The dream that so many people would give their lives to come to America. All right, let's hold that dear.
Yeah. So listen, with all that being said, you already know, peace.